Hello YouTube, welcome back to Coleford and Dad Play Telltale's Game of Thrones. We are back. We are in the House Forrester, and we have a message to deliver to Duncan. But first, we have to see if we can walk. So, would you like to continue playing?
Yeah, sure.
So this is what I mean. Like, you can examine most things in the room. This is like the other half of the game, other than the sections where you're like talking and like making choices and trying to do stuff.
The Ironwood Grove.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Sorry, I'm just responding to my cousins. They want to come hang out in the stream.
This might help.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Talk to the Meister when you're finished exploring.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Don't worry, we avenged them.
Off to bed now.
Avenged
Hurry
our
on.
family.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Oh, didn't respond.
Roderick will certainly be missed. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children.
I hate when that
But
happens.
I
That
was
happens to me too
told-
much when I play these games.
I was
thought I hit
told
it.
you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the
Yeah,
Forrester's
I'll give her the
sword.
sword. I'll give her the sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Oh shit, she noticed.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression.
Damn it.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much, I promise.
Oh.
But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now.
Sorry, Nova.
when?
I had a busy day the other day.
We have to be
It's
smart.
not, but I'll look it up right
Ramsay
now. while
Snow
we're-
will be
while
here
my
within the
dad's
week.
playing.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house,
It's
and he
cute.
needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. They'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting
My
you.
God, it's
The
huge.
boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as
Is
any
even
man would.
cutscenes?
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the
The
torch
style
and
of it
kill
is
us
really
all.
nice.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan,
Barbarian
the boy
logic.
has suffered enough.
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Me
Where would
playing
you have the boy
Civilization.
go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's
No, I do go
done
for scientific
nothing
victories
wrong.
Not
sometimes
in the eyes of the
Civilization.
Boltons.
Sometimes I go for cultural victories.
I'm afraid
too.
it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I
We're
know
going
it
to the
doesn't
wall.
seem fair, but it is what's
Oh
best.
shit, dude.
That settles it then.
You know who you're gonna meet in the wall. You have to remember who you meet on the wall.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. the White Hills will come looking for you.
Which of the main characters do you meet? It says
I
in the
don't
wall.
remember.
Jon Snow.
Oh, that's right, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Word up to me.
Snow.
I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would.
Yeah.
And God's willing, someday
Wanted to
I
do
will.
a warfare
But
victory
for
to one
now,
of my opponents
I
was
have House
Gandhi.
Forrester
Needless to
to
say, it
listen
didn't end
first.
well.
I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
Nuclear Gandhi memes? I don't think I've seen the Nuclear Gandhi memes.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
I'm looking him up right now, though.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists.
No, but these
They
are
think it's
actually
just a
hilarious.
myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of
And
this
he's a
house.
teeny tiny bit trigger happy. Just
don't
peas
breathe
in
a
love by the
word
way
of it to
nuclear
anyone
weapons
at
every
all.
chance he gets.
Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
iron from ice.
Remember, you
I might be
represent
pounding
House
coffee right now.
Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
I'll put my Sonics up there. Did you do that?
No. Maybe a ghost did.
I just did. Look good.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Garrett. I really don't think the load times are that bad, to be honest. Other than the first one that we had.
Ethan? Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Oh wait, let's switch. You play as Garrett, I'll play as Ethan.
Sir Royland forgets
Do that.
himself. After all,
Here,
you are
switch
the
chairs.
lord of the house now.
And then this is for you. You can hear what's going on.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good. Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick
That's
and
Sonic the
Asher,
Hedgehog!
and even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Everyone should
switch
know how
every
to
other character. If there's more than these two characters, we'll find out.
When we all used to play here, you, me, Roderick,
Get the
Asher,
earbud in?
we'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
I
You
did
weren't
actually check
born
out
yet.
Mountain Blade. Very cool.
It's
I had a
so
friend,
much fun.
so I was at a party on Saturday.
And everything changed.
I don't want to be too loud because I want to
Roderick
focus on the
became so
story.
serious,
I'll get into it next
lord
time we
in
get into like
training.
an
He never smiled anymore. And Asher,
one of the
Asher
exploration
just got
segments.
angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Memories coming back a bit. I played the first chapter of this game.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you
I may
don't
have to
need to be
change.
like them.
I must
It's for you
change.
to decide for yourself.
For the sake of my
I
kingdom.
may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But
I want to be a lord.
since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple.
All of the sweets you
It
want.
would be nice if someone did what
As
I
many as
wanted
you'd
for
like.
once.
Hell yeah.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Promise him all the candy.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with
The
the
game
Lord.
has me have built
We
enterprises in each
really
city.
must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Go with him.
I will, Lord.
No, I
I
face
will
him.
command Ethan to
Head
stay
on.
with his family.
Fine.
So you're gonna do the.
That's
I
what's
guess you're doing
required
like
of
the
me.
action segments with like
Very well then.
Garrett, and I'll do the diplomacy sections with Ethan.
What?
You get to hang out with Jon Snow on the wall. Maybe fight some White Walkers and such. Maybe we watch Game of Thrones tonight. You want to maybe watch an episode?
I forgot all about it.
I know. You want to start again?
I have to.
Oh, here we go.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
You're stuck with politics because they're fun.
It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can
handle
handle
this.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's
Nah,
got
fuck
5
him.
times as many men, and the
He
backing
murdered the
of
other guy's
House
family.
Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
This bastard. Bastard. I love the way they say it in the show.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Alright.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors.
Can you afford to anger him?
Aye. And look where that got him.
Good point, Nova.
And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
Alright.
No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not likely.
Alright.
You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is
I
it
don't know
you
what that is.
want,
It's
Lord
picking
White?
up in the background. Oh, she's vacuuming the stairs. Can you ask her not to vacuum the stairs?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here
Thank you.
said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men?
I brought up the idea
know
for my
he's
dad to
here.
play.
What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
I figured this would be a fun game for us to play together
Sent
to
him
try
to the wall?
try something new out
Answer
on
me.
stream.
Who's the
I
one who
can't-
did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh shit.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Oh shit. That's our mom, right?
That
Thanks,
lad
mom.
may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
He will. Ooh, spooky. Okay. I want to kill Boltcut real bad. I'm sad he lived.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
We're getting compliments
You
for
were
our
brave, my
duty.
son.
Hooray!
But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
This will bite you in the ass later. Hey, that's more fun for us. That's what these games are all about, snowballing choices on
Sister
accident.
can help us. Although just a
I love it.
handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's
Mira
favor.
Forrester.
And Lady Marjorie's betrothal
Red
to the
Keep
king
King's-
may be
we're in
enough
King's
to keep
Landing
the
now.
Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it
Would you like to
should
play as
be.
her? Well, I want to switch on and off.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me.
Aw. You did a good job.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
I have to find a new Game of Thrones logo to stick in the bottom. The one that I have right now, with the black, doesn't really blend very well. It's very hard to see.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
What are your thoughts on the Forester so far? You liking them?
Very interesting.
Who's your favorite of the three characters? The Garrett so far?
Yeah, so far.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Family needs our help. Of course. Yes, who's at the door?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Hello?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Who are you? Please don't be an assassin.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'd rather not say.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Who do you think you are asking me about my problems?
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
I know Cersei. That's a
They
character I
appeared to be having
recognize.
some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Uh-oh.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Should I go as a coal boy for Halloween? Carry a bucket of coal around?
Is that what he's doing? Is that what's called?
That's what his job is, coal boy.
Oh.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor
Do I let her know
family
when they
as
wrote
well.
me? I think so.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
What?
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't
have to
ask
apologize
this
to
of you if it were
Cersei?
not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
I'm gonna suck it up, because I know
See
Cersei's a
if the Queen
badass.
Regent is ready to receive us.
Cersei scares me.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Let's see how Cersei looks in this engine. Curious. Very curious, Oh, and Tyrion?
You can do this.
The whispers of like 6 people.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Is that the actual voice
Lord
actor? I can't
Tyrion.
tell.
Your Grace?
Sounds like him, Peter Dinklage.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
She
Is
scares
your
me.
family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark.
Shit, that was the wrong answer.
A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you, if you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned, but now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
On Team Cersei.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
God damn, bless you, Tyrion.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Sorry, Marjorie. Sucks
she
to suck.
Is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get
King's Landing.
Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh, I tried my best. Cersei's scary. At least we're hanging with Tyrion now. Offer me some wine.
I'll walk you out.
Alright, I thought he was gonna offer me some wine.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Fuck.
Are you willing to risk that?
What do I do?
It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I can't take that risk.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me,
I can try to work things out. We can try to work things out with Ethan.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
That was scary. That was a scary segment, and it had no combat in it. Ah, that's so intense. What did you think? How it handled that? Not great?
Better you than me.
Alright, you're up next for whoever's segment it is. Alright, you play as her for a bit.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions.
Ooh, is he gonna be there?
Who knows?
Pedro Pascal. I think he's Pedro Pascal. Did you know Pedro Pascal's in Game of Thrones?
King? I can only imagine what that would be like.
Really?
He's in Game of Thrones.
He's in the video?
Would you marry Joffrey
I don't know if he's in the game.
if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven
Oberyn Martell's
Kingdoms.
Pedro Pascal.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Queen was pleased.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear
See,
what the
you can play the
Boltons
Game of
might
Thrones.
do
I'm
to
so
your
much
family.
worse at playing the Game of Thrones.
I do appreciate
you should
your
take over for
willingness to
her.
appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
I'll just handle Ethan. You can
Thank
do
you,
the
my
other two.
lady.
do
There's
that?
been
Sure.
something on my mind.
I want you to
Something
try to play as
important.
much as you can.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Doesn't trust her enough, though. Ba-boom! Get out of there. Oh, she's gonna remember that.
Go on. Ask.
If you could ask Joffrey to intervene on behalf of my family. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee. If Joffrey could send a raven and tell the Boltons no one at House Forrester is to be harmed.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
You're gonna get her killed.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I thought it was crashing right there. It scared me for a moment. No, this is you. This is Garrett. But let's see if we can pause it. We are going to stop this video right here for YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Coleford Plays Coleford and Dad, play Telltale's Game of Thrones, please like, comment, and subscribe in the YouTube comment section located right down below. Truly does mean a lot to us when you choose to do so. We always appreciate feedback, good or bad. It all goes to making the channel that much better. Other than that, please be kind out there to other people. Please be kind out there to yourself. We'll see you next time for more Coleford and Dad Play. Take care. Bye-bye.